They don't forget old Papa Noel, St. Nicholas, Santa Claus. Let's see now. My dear Santa Claus, this year I have behaved very well. I have been obedient and have studied very much. For that reason, please try to bring me these toys. A toy automobile, a submarine, a football, a bat, roller skates, a scooter, a cannon, a rocket, a bicycle, an atomic laboratory, a machine gun. Ooh. Ooh, golly. And many thanks. So be it.
And hello and welcome.
Hello.
Need to turn on your video.
Oops. Hang on a second. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to Condor and Crow's Petrifying Pictures Show. I'm Crow. The
Greetings.
guy over there is Condor. How's it going, Condor?
Pretty great. How's it going, Crow?
Doing all right.
Season's greetings to everyone. It's does it feel like December to anyone else? I feel like it doesn't feel like December to me.
I mean, it's currently snowing in the subterranean layer that I'm hosting this program from, as you can tell.
Yeah. Subterranean weather is as finicky as Indiana weather, I'll tell you.
Yes. So speaking of weather, I'm going to turn that off. It's going to get annoying after a while. There we go. Goodbye, snow.
It was just a mild flurry.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this movie today. It was the cinematic beginning for an American treasure, Clint Howard, who has done numerous bit parts in a variety of B movies. Pretty weirdly, a pretty prolific guy, actually. Have you ever seen Evil Speak?
I think so. Yeah, that's the one where he's in a boys' school and has the hairpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that one recently.
Because he was like balding at, in his 20s, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was still playing like a high school kid. So
yeah.
This makes sense for, I think it was a 80s movie or something, but 70s, 80s. But it made sense for the time. It kind of held up.
Well, it was kind of ahead of its time in a way because it had to do with like a computer having an evil spirit, which was like when computers were still pretty like, were not common, or at least not.
That's true. It was still at the Oregon Trail stage where that was basically all you could run, and it still required like 8 floppy disks.
Yeah. I just remember in the movie it being like saying stuff like there would be like up on the screen, it'd be like in red and like green letters, and it would be like say something along the lines of like insert human blood or something like wacky like that. And he has like he summons a bunch of pigs to kill people, and so it's pretty great. But but that's not the movie that we're showing today.
No, we're not showing anywhere near that caliber of quality. No. What are we showing, Condor?
We are showing Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. And I think that this is a little bit different than what we normally. I wouldn't really say it's a horror movie,
other than in the sense that it's horrifying to watch.
Yes, absolutely.
Technically, no, it would be more of a kids movie / science fiction holiday movie, but still definitely horrifying in the fact that it got made at all.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It should not have been a thing.
No. That's kind of a recurring theme if you watch our show.
It pretty much is. Yeah. Most of the movies we're showing because we can't show them because they're in the public domain, and they're in the public domain because nobody wants them.
Yeah, they are abominations unto God, so that's why they're kind of just in the lingering elephant graveyard that is public domain. Yep. But we love this. We love schlock, we love trash. It appeals to us.
All right. So the general premise of this movie, for those of you who fall asleep midway through, is that Martian children are depressed. I mean, starts out they're watching apparently Earth programs, which apparently there's a channel devoted to like stalking Santa Claus, and that's what they're watching, and getting really depressed. So the parents like, oh my God, they're not eating, they're not sleeping without being zapped by some kind of sleep ray. What can we do? This is what they do.
I wish I had a sleep ray to zap my children with sometimes,
It would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be great. They don't like to go to sleep. But yeah,
Well,
that's
weird circular bed and they just get zapped and they just pass out. It's apparently wonderful. Yeah, but that is the premise of this movie.
Yeah, I think it's
children trying to do best by their children so that they don't have to zap them to sleep.
It's pretty unique, though. I mean, I think that's it's a pretty creative idea. It's kind of stupid, but it is creative. You got to give it to them. You got to hand that to them, for sure.
This movie involves a lot of creative use of store-bought props and cardboard and hot glue guns.
All practical
use of hot glue guns. I mean, this movie should have won an award for nothing else for best use of hot glue gun.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put that out there. I can stand behind that statement.
Oh, I agree. I have your back on that for sure.
Oh, before we start, I would like to give a shout out to my brother Jeff. It is his birthday. Jeff, well done on surviving the death trap I sent you along with your birthday present. And let me know if that did not show up in the mail, because then I have to write a negative review on Amazon. I don't like doing that, but it's when I request a death trap, I damn well expect them to be a death trap. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's to be expected. Come on, Bezos, jeez. But happy birthday, Jeff. I think he's been our lone audience the last couple times that we've done this.
Again,
we appreciate.
Well done on sticking it out, sir.
Yeah,
and for surviving the death trap.
Yes. Is he the older brother or younger brother?
I only have older.
You only have older?
And then one younger sister. Well, two younger siblings. Yeah. But they too have survived somehow.
Thus far.
They still have to make it through this movie. So we'll see how that happens.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. All right. You got any other words of wisdom before we start this schlock fest?
I don't know. It escapes me. I think I need a few hard eggnogs before I have any kind of pearls of wisdom. Maybe we should start out. Maybe we should I don't know. I was gonna say maybe we should tell a joke at the beginning, but I don't know any good jokes now I think about it, or at least not any that would be appropriate for this.
No, we have to keep it PG.
Yeah,
PG-13 at most. And once you drop that F-bomb, you're done. You don't get any more.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody gets one, and then that's it. Well, yeah, sort of.
If it's PG-13, I think you get the one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is a movie you have to kind of experience to understand.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
We'll try to explain a bit more about what's going on during the breaks, because you will need some help explaining what's going on or understanding what's going on.
It's kind of one of those that you need to pay attention to.
Immerse yourself in the ambience of the cardboard. And breathe in the hot glue fumes. And then maybe you'll understand this movie.
Absorb the Yuletide chemicals.
Yes. All right. With that, here we go. Terrible movie. Rolling in. I'm pretty sure they spent more money getting the rights to this theme song than they did the rest of the movie. So this is where this is as good as it gets, folks. This is it. Don't expect anything else after this.
We're not gonna get sued for sharing this song, are we?
I mean, no more than we usually do. Good luck taking my student loan debt. That's all I have.
At this time, station KID-TV brings you the special event of the year, a first in television history. At this very moment, KID-TV has standing by a television crew at Santa Claus Workshop. And in just a few seconds, our special correspondent, Andy Henderson, will bring you a person-to-person interview with Santa Claus himself direct from the North Pole, where at the moment, the temperature is 91 degrees below zero. Now KID-TV takes you via Telstar, Andy Henderson at the North Pole.
Hi, kids. This is Andy Henderson at the North Pole. Woo, it's cold up here. From this spot, there's only one direction you can go, and that's south. Living up here is pretty rough. I don't see how Santa stands it. Since we've been here, we've eaten nothing but frozen food. At least that's the way it is by the time we get it. And now, let's take a look-see into Santa's workshop. Hello again. Boys and girls, it's just weeks before Christmas, and Santa and his helpers are working overtime to make sure that there's enough toys for the kids all over the world. Santa's a pretty busy man, but I'm sure he'd like to say a few words to you kids. Hello, Santa.
Oh, hello, son. Oh, hello, boys and girls. It's Andy. You caught me at a very busy time.
Well, do you think you'll be ready by Christmas Eve?
Well, we've never disappointed the kids yet.
Tell me, is it true that this year there's a rumor that you're going to use a rocket sled?
No, sirree. We're going out the good old-fashioned way with my reindeer, Prancer and Dancer and Thunder and Blitzen and Vixen and Nixon. Nixon, all right, I always son it. I get those names mixed up, but the kids know their names.
Santa, there you are. We have so much to do, and you stand here dawdling, talking to this visitor.
Mr. Anderson, this is Mrs. Claus. We're on television.
How do you do, Mr. Anderson?
Ma'am?
Now, I want you to go and finish painting those hobby horses. Television? Did you say we were on television? Oh, dear. Oh, why didn't you tell me? Oh, my hair's a mess. Hello there.
Come along, Mr. Anderson, and I'll show you some of the new toys we're turning out. How's it going, Winky?
Everything is A-okay, Santa.
Good man. Winky is in charge of our space department. Now here is the latest toy rocket. It runs on real rocket fuel.
Really?
Oh.
I've been wondering, what is this strange little creature over here?
Winky made that. That's his idea of a Martian.
A Martian? Wowie, wow, I'd hate to meet a creature like that on a dark night. I wonder if there really are people on Mars.
Well, who knows?
Well, if there are, I hope they have someone like you up there, Santa, to bring joy and good cheer to all the Martian children.
Oh, Mr. Anderson. Well, keep going, Winky. Christmas Eve is coming soon. Now, Mr. Anderson, I want to show you some more things.
Drapo, you lazy, good-for-nothing, where are you? Drapo, wake up! Wake up!
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
I'm sorry, Chief Keemar, sir.
Goppo, you are the laziest man on Mars. Why are you sleeping during working hours?
I wasn't sleeping, Chief. It's just that I haven't been able to sleep these last few nights. I forgot how. So I was just practicing.
Well, I suggest you practice doing your work. Where's Lady Momar?
Oh, she went to the food pill center to get some new food pills. The children haven't been eating well. No appetite at all.
No, it's no wonder. They sit in front of the video set all day watching those ridiculous Earth programs. It confuses them. Where are they?
Oh, then they're watching Earth programs.
Say, Santa, what have we here?
These are new dolls. Now, this little doll walks, talks, cries, and she even sings.
Almost like a real, live little girl.
That she is, sir. That she is. All she needs is tender, loving care.
Gilmar, what is a doll? I don't know, Gilmar. What is tender loving care? I don't know either.
Bomar, Gilmar. I told you not to watch those silly Earth programs. Now go to sleep.
Must we go to sleep now, Father? I want to see Santa Claus some more. I want to see more toys.
No, go to sleep.
Hello, Joppo. I see you're keeping busy.
Oh, I've been working very hard, Lady Momar. I've been vacuuming the room.
Good. Is the master here?
Oh, he's in there. And Keemar's very angry, too.
Keemar, I bought some new food pills. I hope the children will eat these. We have hamburger, buttered asparagus, mashed potatoes, and a special treat for them. Chocolate layer cake pills.
Momar, I'm worried
Like
about our
product
children.
placement for Jelly Bellies.
So am I. They've hardly eaten a thing in 3 days.
It goes deeper than that. They're behaving strangely. They appear to be troubled. They don't care to sleep. I had to use the sleep spray on them again. I mentioned this to my council chiefs today, and I learned it's the same with children all around the planet, in every district. Something is happening to the children of Mars.
Keemar, as leader of the Martians, you must do something about it.
I know. But what?
Why don't you go to the forest and see Chochim, the Ancient One? He'll know what to do. He's never failed you.
You speak wisely. I will go. Attention, council chiefs. Please report.
Lomas reporting.
Rignow reporting.
Argo here.
Boldar? Boldar, please report.
Boldar reporting.
Gentlemen of the council, we will meet immediately at Chochim's chair in Thunder Forest.
What's wrong now, Keemar?
I don't know, Voldar, but I mean to find out.
Behold our mighty cardboard kingdom in despair.
Where's Keemar?
He should be here any moment.
What's this all about?
We'll find out when Keemar arrives.
Also,
We
the
are
most
probably
badass
going
of
to seek
mustaches.
the advice of Chochim.
What does Keemar think we are?
I want one of those helmets for sure.
Can't we make our own decisions? Must we always come crawling to that doddering old man?
Chochim is 800 years old. You can't dismiss the wisdom of centuries.
I can.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming. Chochim? Chochim, are you here? Ancient One of Mars, I call upon you. Chochim, it is I, Kima, and the council chiefs. We need you, Chochim.
It's Tim the Enchanter's third cousin. Chochim. Also the love child of Gandalf and Nolan.
You called me Kima.
We need your advice, Chochim.
And I need a shrubbery.
Something is wrong with our children. They eat not, they sleep not. Their only interest is watching meaningless Earth programs on the video.
That's how all kids are. Come on.
Time of year is it now?
It is the middle of September.
No.
September.
Yeah. I mean on
Clever
Earth.
writing there, yeah.
Ah, yes. It was early December on Earth. Close to the time of the Christmas. That explains it.
What is a Christmas?
It is an occasion for great joy and peace on the planet Earth. And for children, it is also a time of anticipation as they await the arrival of Santa Claus. His gifts.
Bah! What nonsense.
What has this to do with our children, Ancient One?
We have no children on Mars. They have children's bodies, but with adult minds. They do not have a childhood. I've seen this coming for centuries. They are born. Our electronic teaching machines are attached to their brains while they are in their cradles. Information is fed into their minds in a constant stream. And by the time they can walk, they are adults. They've never played. They've never learned to have fun. And now they are rebelling.
He's seen this coming for centuries, but just now said something.
I mean, they didn't summon him from his magic hiding place. That's on them.
That's true. Good point.
They must learn what it means to have fun. We need a Santa Claus on Mars.
What is your favorite color?
And now he's dead.
Santa Claus on Mars? Will we get a Santa Claus?
There's only one Santa Claus, and he's an Earth.
Well, I guess that takes care of that. Didn't I tell you it was a foolish idea to seek advice from that old man?
This is a serious matter, Voldar, and desperate problems require desperate deeds. Earth has had Santa Claus long enough. We will bring him to Mars.
I'm against it. Our children are fine the way they are. I don't want any Santa Claus bringing them toys and games. They'll start playing and laughing and running underfoot. They'll become a nuisance.
I've made my decision.
I like how depressed
We
they
leave
are
for
now.
Earth tonight. Rigna, Lomos.
The way God intended.
Prepare spaceship number 1.
Martian God.
Those of you playing at home, all right, so the children of Mars are depressed. They're not eating, they're not sleeping. The parents decide the one thing they can do to resolve this is to go ask Tim the Enchanter for the magic answer. Oh, I mean, Chochim, sorry.
Who's a very ancient old man who gives one tiny bit of advice and then just dies after being alive for centuries. Evaporates.
That a
So
large amount of time he can come from the space prison where he's being incarcerated for probably crimes against Martian humanity.
Yeah.
So yeah, the solution is what Mars needs apparently is the rampant consumerism brought to you by Santa Claus. They need toys and games and stuff, and that will fill the empty void within their Martian souls.
Capitalism is what they need. That's the cure.
That is the cure for depression: is to buy stuff.
Retail therapy is the cure for what ails these Martian children.
Thank you, 1964 general philosophy of life. What we need is more stuff to make us complete.
To fill the voids in our empty souls.
The empty voids that were not adults in child bodies questioning things like, why do I have all the knowledge of an adult as a 5-year-old?
Yeah, that's heavy stuff. That's pretty hellish. I don't like that at all.
Back then, of course I'd be depressed.
Yeah, I don't think Santa Claus is going to fix that.
I mean, I've made so many bad life decisions. If I knew all of those then, instead of now,
you wouldn't no wonder you wouldn't want to get out of bed. Like you would be like, what? Life is futile, like
40 years I'll have an aching back and ingrown hairs on my face anytime I shave, and I have to shave on a regular basis, otherwise I look like a Wookiee.
Well, I want to know how the rest of them haven't all just given up. You know what I mean? Like how there are any functioning Martian adults at all.
By watching Earth TV. So the other problem is Earth TV. If they had just done adult things and never indulged themselves, they would have never found out the truth that they have a hole inside that can only be filled with stuff.
Well, I want to know though I guess it would just be. I was going to say I wonder why they even have TV at all if they don't like frivolity, but I guess if it's like for educational purposes, I suppose they would probably be okay with it. Do you?
Much into it. I think it's literally
probably
just a plot device. There's no deeper meaning to it. The Earth children had to watch TV to learn about it, and that's the only reason they have the TV. Because otherwise, they apparently don't believe in games or fun or doing anything other than growing badass mustaches and gluing stuff to their helmets. I'm assuming they're like hermit crabs. They just collect stuff over the course of their life. And
I wish they would I wish they would take off their helmet to reveal a really weird looking head, that's very. Yeah, well, you know how a hermit crab without a shell, the back half is very fragile, it's a very skinny little squirrely little tail.
A weird, creepy shrimp tail.
Yeah, I wish they had a shrimp tail on their head that was all very frail looking, so they have to wear these stupid helmets.
Yeah, so the helmet is clearly a baseball helmet with a snorkel glued to it, and then kind of restuck on there.
And then bunny ears or rabbit ears,
old school TV.
Yeah, antennas sticking out. That might be shrimp. I was going to also say, I wonder if this is supposed to be a sort of analogous to communist nations, and how sort of how they're usually depicted, or they used to be depicted in media as and still kind of are, as very no nonsense and
people who don't have fun.
Yeah, is utilitarian is that the correct word I'm looking for? Sort of, yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that was part of their thinking, because this came out. What year did this come out? You said earlier, I forgot. When?
64.
64. Okay. So you think Cold War.
I think it would have been Cold War or before the Cold War. I mean, around that time when we still suspected everybody of doing the things we're doing now.
Yeah. Well, that's so. I mean, some things never change. That's pretty that's a recurring. That's. Ain't that America, But yeah, I kind of feel maybe that's part of it, and I mean, and then you're gonna have these joyless people. They're trying to take what makes us so happy, Yeah, I don't know, but then again, I have a tendency to overanalyze.
There may be some metaphors in there, but
Yeah.
I still think if you dig below the surface in this, you're just gonna get more surface. It like it
Yeah.
works on itself
It's
like
all
a flat Earth.
it's all surface, baby.
Yeah, there's no don't look for a deeper meaning. You're just gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah. I think you're right.
And on with the show. I do how like they're all sitting in a circle around a ship that's clearly a cylinder.
Approaching projected Earth orbit. Fire! Portside rockets, number 1 and number 2.
Portside rockets, number 1 and number 2.
That is one hell of a mustache, I gotta say.
Entering Earth orbit. All right, Bodar. Now to find Santa Claus. Turn on your magnascope to 3rd power.
Now we're gonna pretend we're on Star Trek.
Right over a city of some kind.
So that's what the Earth people call a city, eh? How primitive. Look at all those buildings above ground. Why, we could destroy that city with one blast of our Q-ray.
We've not come here to destroy anyone. Our only purpose is to bring Santa Claus back to Mars. Turn to 5th power. Let's see if we can locate Santa Claus. He wears a red suit, trimmed with white fur, and he has a long white beard.
But there are millions of people down there. It's like looking for a speck of space dust in a comic's tail. Wait a minute. I see him. I see Santa Claus.
I see him too.
He's standing on the corner ringing a bell.
No, he's not. He's standing near the entrance of a large building next to a large black kettle.
He's standing on the corner, Kima. Wait a minute. I see another one.
Well, there are hundreds of Santa Clauses down there.
Are we going to bring them all back with us to Mars?
Just one. And with so many, they won't miss one. Prepare for landing on next orbit.
We interrupt our program with a special bulletin. An unidentified object has been spotted in orbit around the Earth. The Soviet Union denies it has launched any new space satellites. Our radar stations are tracking the spaceship, or whatever it is. The U.S. Air Force has alerted all defense commands and retaliatory units. Stay tuned for further bulletins.
Sir, Earth radar beams are bouncing off our ship.
Well, it certainly took them long enough.
Hold on. Turn on the radar shield.
Misfunctioning of radar shield.
Rigner, check the radar box.
Radar shield functioning. What was wrong, Rigner?
A slight case of Droppo.
Hi, Chief.
What are you doing here, Droppo?
Well, Chief, I went to the launching pad so I could say goodbye to you, and I remembered. I've never been there, so I thought I wanted to.
I may leave you there in place of Santa Claus. Now get below. I'll deal with you later.
You're gonna have to love it. Bank of computers that's completely hollow. Let the comic relief character get stolen.
Yes, Chief. I'm sorry.
Prepare to land. We'll set down in that field near the lake. Rocket silencer set.
Rotor rockets number 1 and 2, fire. All this trouble over a fat little man in a red suit.
Here is another UFO bulletin. The Defense Department has just announced that the unidentified flying object has suddenly disappeared from our radar screens. They believe the object has either disintegrated in space, or it may be a spaceship from some other planet which has the ability to nullify our radar beams.
Yeah, it's got to be one or the other. I mean, it can't be anything else.
5 and 6.
Retro rockets. 5 and 6. Fire.
I love those sound effects.
Lower landing legs. Landing legs lowered. Attention crew, this is Kimar. When we've landed, Rigna, Voldar, and I will lead the ship to investigate. Hargo, Lomas, and Dropo will stay on board on constant alert for immediate blast-off.
Who's he announcing that to? Everybody's sitting there right next to him.
The Defense Department believes that the object spotted on our radar screens might have been nothing more than a meteor which burned up when it entered our atmosphere. Professor Werner von Green, our leading space expert, is still convinced it was a Martian spaceship. Stay tuned for further bulletins.
Billy, what does a Martian look like? I don't know. Nobody's ever seen one. I don't believe there are any Martians. You don't, huh? What would you do if a Martian walked right up behind you? I'd scream.
Oh, damn.
Betty, I'm trying to sleep. I see a Martian. Boy, you're imagining it. Come on, let's go home. Who are you?
We're from Mars. Don't be afraid. We have children just like you on Mars.
I mean, we're pointing a gun at your face, so don't be afraid.
Sticking out of your head?
Those are our antenna.
Are you a television set?
Stupid question. Is this what you want to do to our children on Mars? Turn them into nincompoops like these?
Hold your tongue, Voldar.
That guy's such a jerk.
What's your name, little boy?
Billy. Billy Foster, sir. And this is my sister Betty.
Perhaps
Billy
you can help
Pasta?
us, Billy. We're looking for one of your Santa Clauses.
There's only one Santa Claus.
We've seen many of them in your cities.
Oh, those are his helpers. There's only one real Santa Claus, and he's in his workshop up at the North Pole.
That's what we came here to find out. Let's go.
Come on, you two.
Let me go! Where are you taking us?
Leave them alone, Voldar.
What?
Only we'd been
Leave
watching
them
that
here
TV
to
show
inform
at
the
very beginning of this
authorities?
movie.
He's right,
Then we
Kimar.
can
We better
skip
take
all
them
this.
along with us to the North Pole. Very well. Come along.
You little bastards.
This morning, 2 children disappeared mysteriously from the vicinity of Welch Lake. The police have found no clues, and it seems as though Billy and Betty Foster have simply vanished into thin air. This appears to be a day when everything is vanishing into thin air. While local police are continuing their search for the missing children, the armed forces are continuing their search for the mysterious object from space.
All right, Billy and Betty. Nobody's here. Come on in.
Wally!
No, I'm not supposed to bring you here. The chief's going to be awful mad if he finds us.
Boy, wait till the kids at home find I was in a real Martian spaceship.
Now, don't touch anything. Now, here. That's the anti-gravity generator. And these are the retro rockets.
No
Does
pushing,
this
we'll
light
fall out
up?
of the sky.
Only when radar waves are bouncing off our ship. Then we put up this radar screen, then nobody can find us in space.
Boy, that's pretty sharp.
Yeah.
So don't pull this lever,
What's
then
this,
everybody will see us.
Jumbo?
Oh, that's the elevator signal. That light starts flashing when somebody's coming up from the navigation deck. Oh.
Somebody's coming up. Better get out of here.
No, there's no time for that. I'm in trouble. Let's hide.
the radar box, Droppo?
No, sir. As a matter of fact, I was just looking in there to remind myself never to hide in there again.
I bet. Approaching North Pole. I can see Santa Claus' workshop. I prepare for landing. Margot, set the rocket silencers. Bravo! Sir, you stay aboard and guard those children. They must not leave the ship now.
Now or ever?
What do you mean, Voldar?
If we take them with us to Mars, Santa's disappearance will remain a mystery. No one on Earth will ever know that Santa Claus was kidnapped by Martians.
Perhaps you're right. Droppo.
Yes, sir.
Get back to those children and don't let them out of your sight. Understand?
Yes, sir, I understand. I'll keep an eye on them.
We've landed.
I love how all the Martians speak English and their language is written in English.
Remain on guard and have the ship ready for immediate blast-off.
It is somewhat convenient.
Rigna, Hargo, Voldar, you'll accompany me. Come. We'll activate Torg.
Torg? To capture a roly-poly little man like Santa Claus? We don't need Torg.
We won't take any chances. Come. Nothing can stop Torg.
Summon Torg the Destroyer! They're running all the radar out.
I want to know why that area is hollow and like why someone could hide in there. That seems like a strange design.
You've got to get out of here
The radar box, obviously.
It's tall. I don't know, but I'm not afraid of it.
Is that where people normally store radars, or that's just the Martian way?
Your radar in?
I just throw it in a pillowcase and toss it in the closet, you know.
Did you do
Radar
that?
sack?
We
Yeah,
should
that's
ever
one
reach
of them,
Earth.
Bring me the radar sack.
Bring me the sack of radar! Darn kids letting all the radar out of the box.
I know, it's going to get cold.
Trying to provide radar for the whole neighborhood.
Come on, Betty.
This action must take place swiftly. We can't afford to make any mistakes. Hargo, you cover the rear of the workshop. Rigna, Voldar, cover the front entrance. I'll direct Torg. Voldar isn't here. Rigna, go up and tell Voldar. Voldar, this is another one of your delaying tactics. You've been opposing me at every turn. Now I'm warning you, change your attitude.
You finished, Chief?
Yes, I am, and you will be too if you're not careful.
Oh, but I am careful.
Oh,
Chief.
man.
So careful that I looked in at the children before I left the ship.
You stay away from those children.
That'll be easy to do. They've escaped.
Voldar, if this is your idea of a joke,
Ask Droppo.
I ate them.
They overheard our plans. At this very moment, they're on their way to Santa Claus to warn him.
It's true, Kima. They're footprints. We must stop them. Those children mustn't reach Santa Claus. Follow them. I'll put Torg on the trail. Torg, come out of the spaceship. Torg. Come out of the spaceship.
Billy, I can't run anymore. I'm cold, and I'm tired, and it's beginning to snow. Please, Betty, try. You've got to want Santa. We can't stop now. They might catch us. Where is Santa? I don't know. His workshop must be somewhere around here. Betty, look! It's Bulldog. He's the mean one. The one who doesn't like us. Come on.
Now behold the most terrifying thing in this movie.
Dear God.
Wait for it.
He ran away, but boy, that was a narrow escape. Why did he run away? I don't know.
Oh, man.
Behold the terror of this terrible. I don't know what that's
Those kids would be so dead. Stunning special effects.
I'll go take a look.
Clearly they couldn't afford actual bear noises, so they just kind of went with what they had.
It's all right now, Betty. Come on. I'm cold. I wish it wouldn't snow.
Jeez, Betty, you're like a broken record.
It'll cover our tracks and be hard for the Martians to find us. And it'll be harder for us to find Santa's workshop. I'm scared. We'll find it. Which way is north? I see it. Santa's workshop. Where? Right there. See the light? Where? The lights are moving.
Now behold the second worst thing in this entire movie.
They're coming towards us. Betty, that's not Santa's house. What is it? I don't know.
Oh, man.
Torg the Destroyer.
I really wish you would fight the polar bear.
That would have been awesome.
That's really a missed opportunity, you know?
It's probably the same guy, you know, they didn't have to go around.
Yeah, they only had one guy who was the bear and the robot. Yeah. Mesmerized by my flashing light eyes.
Now destroy them. Crush them. Crush them, Tog. Do as I say. Volda, I knew you'd try something like this. I set Torg's control so he will obey only me. Release him, Torg. You were very lucky. Now don't try to escape again. You may not be so lucky next time. Argo, take them back to the ship, lock them up, and rejoin us.
You won't get away with this, you Martian!
And your little dog, too.
The danger grows with every minute. Let's get Santa Claus and blast off. We'll surround the workshop and send Torg in to get Santa. Nobody is to be harmed unless they get in our way.
No one is to be harmed. What has happened to the great warriors of our planet? Mars used to be the planet of war. Mark my words, Kima. Your softness will destroy us. Santa Claus, toys, games, laughing children.
Well, we shall see. But for now, to your posts.
Make Mars great
Follow
again.
me.
All right, there we go. So now we're all right. So we're at the halfway point in this movie. The climactic, not battle at all with the two monsters in this movie, like the giant bear and the robot. And yeah, that was totally a missed opportunity because you had a giant bear and you had a robot. Who did not consider putting those two together? I mean, it's natural. It fits like peanut butter and jelly, and
Absolutely. I mean, that was totally a missed opportunity because you could have had the robot and the bear fighting, the kids try to escape, and then the Martians, catch them or whatever.
Cardboard set glacier things that are apparently
Yeah, they're just
I don't know what that was.
just have them smashing into the cardboard. Throw some like powdered fake snow down on them, maybe make the robot use like a fake icicle as a club,
Bear.
Yeah.
The bear reveals it's got like frozen ice breath.
Yeah. See that? I mean, I think that would have been great.
I would watch that.
Maybe there's like a deleted scene or something.
In addition to this, I mean, it's
the director's cut.
The special extended disc version of this, where that includes robot bear fight scene.
The 6-hour-long director's cut of Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
It also involves like 3 singing numbers and like a couple of
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So again, for those of you who fell asleep, all right. So again, very sad Martian children, great parents concerned. King Mar, which again is King Martian for those of you who didn't put that together. King Martian, yeah, okay. Consulted with Mom Mar, which again, Mom Martian, Mom Mar, yeah, okay, we follow. We're good. All right, so goes to visit Chochem, which doesn't have that clever wordplay. Apparently, Chochem means like wise person in Hebrew, which I don't know why. There's no other Hebrew connection to an obvious Christmas movie, so I don't know why they went with that. But anyway, so they go visit Chim the Enchanter. Doesn't question them with the 3 questions, but he does get flung into the abyss at the end. So anyway, yeah. So Cho-Chem tells them they need to go abduct Santa Claus to make the Martian children happy. Great. Okay. A little bit closer, further along.
To entertain the brats.
Travel to Earth in their space cylinder that looks like a saucer when you're viewing it from the inside. Again, just gonna run with that. We're good. Okay, fine. Discover lots of Santas, and their clever plot to discovering which Santa is the right Santa is to abduct 2 human children. Because that's what you do when you're from an advanced society with space travel and apparently all of the wording in English. Oh, and they speak perfect English.
And then threaten them with death by robot crushing.
They threatened to shoot them. I mean, they had the guns.
Oh yeah. They pointed a gun at him. They're like, "Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. We haven't got a death ray in your face, but children." Okay, so great, fine. They abduct the children, travel to the North Pole, and then they're like, "I don't know, this is too hard for us, so we're just going to use our giant robot."
Yeah.
Did I miss any points?
I think that was pretty much it. Now they've got the kids back after one of the Martians threatens to have them crushed to death by a robot. He does have a great mustache. He reminds me of Daniel Day-Lewis, sort of. And then now they're on their way to go capture Santa Claus against his will.
Using their giant robot.
Yes, using their giant robot. I'm assuming they're going to threaten to have Santa crushed to death if he doesn't comply.
It would make sense. I mean, they're not going to use their death rays, obviously, because they're all going to go back on the ship and use the giant robot.
Yeah.
Didn't they do that all along? I mean, could have just crossed the robot off and said, "Bring us Santa Claus."
I feel like, despite the fact that they've, mastered space travel, Martians don't really seem that bright.
an upgrade. They're stuck on like Windows 98 when their little brain implant thing. They just
Could
need
be.
to Control Alt Delete, let it shut down, and then it'll reinstall the update, and then they'd be fine.
It's kind of like that thing where I remember reading once that like how intelligence isn't just like it's not always easy to measure because you can be really great at one thing and be really terrible at something else. And so maybe that's with Martians. Like they're really good with technology, but they're not very good at like thinking on the fly or coming up with plans.
Again, box
Yeah.
and radar. How
Yeah.
advanced are they? And they had to label it as the radar box using English.
Right.
Unless they're so advanced that when you look at it, it translates into the language you speak.
That would be something. Maybe they have like maybe in their helmet they have like some sort of translation thing also, like a universal translator, so that's how they're able to speak to the children. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Maybe I need to give them more credit. But probably not.
Too far below the surface there. Don't dig too deep.
Yeah.
Just keep it surface.
All surface. It's all surface.
Completely just don't dig down. It's not safe. There's robot bears. Bears versus robots there. It's unsafe.
I just can't get over that. That was just such a missed opportunity.
But we might have Robot versus Santa next. So let's see. Let's find out. Robot versus Santa. Who will win? Will be a cage match. Oh, if it's a cage match, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, imagine if you like pulled out a sharpened candy cane and stabbed the robot in the eyes or something.
He takes one, he breaks it in half. He's like, "Yeah, you coming for me, robot?" He's off. Yippee-ki-yay, small children! Stabbed with the pointy end of the sharpened candy cane. That'd be fantastic. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's find out.
Fingers crossed.
Get him, Torg.
Torg's eyes off? Not on, right?
Yeah, it looks like one of them's out.
No one's allowed.
Probably from running over all those elves.
Where did you come from? You're the biggest
Oh, God.
guy I've ever seen.
Come on, Santa, use your brain.
And very well made, too.
You're being kind.
By the great dog Star, Santa's treating him like a toy. Get him, Torg. Grab him. He's become a toy. Rigna, we'll have to get Santa ourselves. Come on, Voldar.
What have we here? More toys?
Those are Martians.
Santa Claus, you're coming with us.
No, you can't take him now. It's too near Christmas.
Quiet, you.
But
We don't want to hurt you, Santa Claus, so come along quietly.
And yes, that was the guns doing the gun thing. That's all you do is make that.
Why?
Noise. That's it.
Why did you have to do that to my helper?
It's harmless. It'll wear off in a short while.
Oh. Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Now, you come with us. We need you on Mars.
Are you sure this is harmless?
oh, I never saw such lazy people standing around like statues. There's work to be done. Let's get to it.
Oh, me, oh, my, oh, me, oh. Oh, Mrs. Claus is going to be very angry about this.
Take him, Torg. Torg, take him. Obey my command.
Forget it, Kima. Rigna was right. He's nothing but a toy now. Best to leave him here.
Believe me, I had nothing whatsoever to do about this. You know, my dear, I can't recall a time when you were so silent for so long.
Let's go, old man.
and Mrs. Santa Claus has positively identified the kidnappers as Martians. Never in the history of mankind have the nations of the world reacted with such unanimity and cooperation. Tonight, the lights will burn until dawn in the United Nations building as the leaders of the world map a course of action. And at Cape Kennedy, our correspondent interviewed Werner von Green, the man in charge of America's Starshot program.
Mr. Von Green, what is the space agency doing about this?
Well, they have mobilized all the men and equipment in our Starshot project. And we have rushed our astronauts into an intensive program for the final phase of their training. Now, our Starshot ship is supposed to undergo 6 months of test flights. But we are going to forget about the testing and go after those Martian monkeys.
Isn't that risky?
Of course it is.
That seems racist.
But
sort of.
every one of our astronauts is begging for the chance to go after the Martians. Who wouldn't give everything to bring Santa?
But he's German. What do you expect? Sort of reminiscent of Dr. Scott from Rocky Horror.
Earth hasn't reacted yet. No radar beams being bounced off our ship. Looks like we made a clean getaway. How's our captain?
He's having the time of his life. He's such a funny little man. Why, I've only been with him for 5 minutes, and he has me laughing just like an earthling. What's soft and round, and you put it on a stick, and you toast it in a fire, and it's green?
I don't know, what?
A marshmallow!
You poor bastards.
That's what you're all becoming. Marshmallows. Soft. Weak. That old man is a menace.
And it was a very foggy Christmas Eve. Well, I could barely make out this chimney in the fog. But I found it all right, and I started to crawl in. Well, I tell you, it was the biggest chimney I'd ever been in. And then suddenly I realized it wasn't a chimney at all. It was the smokestack of the Queen Elizabeth.
Poor children.
Don't you think that was funny?
Yes, Santa.
Well, why don't you laugh?
Gee, Santa, it's all our fault. We told them where to find you.
Oh, boulder dashing a fiddle-dee-dee, Billy boy. Everybody knows where Santa lives. Besides, I've always wanted to visit Mars.
Mommy and Daddy are going to be angry.
You think that's something? I can just see Mrs. Claus now. Christmas coming, and I'm not there. She'll have a fit. Oh, me, oh, my, oh, me.
Santa's definitely got some pattern spells in there.
Dinner time.
Here's Troppo. If I can't cheer you up, Troppo can. He always makes me laugh.
Oh, you'll have a wonderful dinner tonight. Oh, there's soup and beef stew and chocolate ice cream.
No, thank you, Trouble. I'm not hungry.
Again, product placement for Jelly Bellies.
Oh. Well, is it all right if I have your chocolate ice cream?
Sure.
Oh, I just love chocolate ice cream.
No one had an heart skill drop, but he was like,
Mars must be a terrible place to live. Some chocolate ice cream.
Pills for dinner. I suppose if a Martian has a headache, he doesn't take pills. He takes chocolate ice cream. Oh, dear.
Nothing but dad jokes.
Kima, look at this. That small blip is not an asteroid. It's a spaceship, and it's on our tail. It's getting closer. Impossible, Rigna. They couldn't have spotted us. We have our radar shield on.
I know that, sir, but they are gaining on us.
Is it possible Earth has a secret device that can penetrate our radar shield?
They have a
It's as
secret
though
device.
they know the Martians
and
are
his
from
name
Mars.
is Billy
And
Foster.
they're going to Mars
I
after them.
warned you that these Earthlings are dangerous. They'll destroy us if we allow them. Well, I won't allow them.
I think we underestimate the resourcefulness of these Earth people. Very clever of the boy. Make the repairs, Rigna. I'll take evasive action.
Well, and how is Santa and the little Earthling? My, it must be tiresome cooped up in this little room. Say, how would you like to see the rest of the ship?
You're not fooling me. You don't like us. You're mean.
Oh, come on now. That's not true. Why, Santa makes everyone feel good. Even me.
I don't trust him.
No, Billy boy. That's not the Christmas spirit. Why, of course, Boldar. We'd love to take the grand tour. All right, children.
We're hypnotized by your giant mustache.
It's very majestic.
It is.
This room is called... That's right.
Sure.
It's as though it was written in
This is where
English
you
on the
come
wall.
when you're ready to go out in space. It's airtight. You put on your spacesuit and go out to that door. When you come back, the door closes and they pump air back into the room through there. When it reaches the pressure of the rest of the ship, you can take your spacesuit off.
Smart
This has
lad.
been scientific
Where's
fact
the
from Little
control
Billy.
that opens the door, son?
Not here. That's in the control deck. You see, once you pull that switch, the warning bell sounds. And in 60 seconds, that door opens.
That's to give a spaceman a chance to make a final checkup on their equipment. There's no air out in space. If that door were open now, it will pull all the air out of this room and us with it.
You certainly know a great deal about space travel, son.
He
It's as though
thought
you've
to
sent
be a
people on airlocks
spaceman when he
before.
grows up.
You're not a commie, are you?
That.
Santa, that clock stopped. 60 seconds. That must be the door timer. Santa,
That
you
rat
know
bastard.
Oh, I don't think so. He probably just stepped out for a moment.
Open your eyes, Santa. You're naive.
He's not like Kira and the others. I don't like him. I'm worried, Santa.
No, children, let's not get excited.
It's Voldar. He's going to open the space door.
Now get excited.
Help, Timon! Timon, help!
He's just straight up going to murder Santa Claus and two innocent children.
Yep, I mean, that seems like his plan. Yeah, I mean, straight up, that's exactly what he's doing.
Gee, Santa, what are we going to do? Once the door opens, we haven't got a chance.
Where did you say this leads to, Billy?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Who's in the airlock?
No one. Now.
What's going on, Voldar?
Chief, Santa and the children are missing.
Where are they?
Drifting around in space. Along with the rest of the space junk.
Oh, man. Fight, fight. Oh, he's hit him with a low blow.
through with you, Bulldog. You wish you were floating around out there in space.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Santa Claus, you're all right. I thought you would...
Well, when Boldar accidentally left us in the airlock and then came up here and accidentally threw the door switch, we knew we had to get out of there in a hurry, or that would be the end of us. And, accidentally, of course.
So you crawled out through the air duct.
The air duct?
But the air duct is just a little... And you're so big.
Why, you're talking to Santa Claus, son.
But how?
Well,
Santa's
you
amorphous.
wouldn't want me to tell my secret, would you? oh, poor man. He's fainted, just like someone who's seen a ghost.
I'm dead. I'm a witch. I have magical powers. The mighty red planet that isn't really...
Begin landing operation. Firing retro rockets 1 and 2. Fire. Lower landing legs. Rigna, after we secured the ship and lowered the ladder, you and Hargo get Boldar out of the brig and take him to the council room. You'll stand trial immediately. Right, Chief. We've landed. Hatch open. Hatch open. Water down. Power off. Ship secure.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Merry Christmas, Boldar. All right, on your feet. Come on.
Bravo! I was handing me pills through the bars, and he grabbed my...
Shut up, Bravo. Kima, come in quickly. Kima? Yes, Regner.
Boldar has escaped.
What?
He's gone. There could only be trouble.
Put a constant guard on Santa and the Earth children. Boldar will be back.
Mother, is Father here yet? No, Bomar. I'll call you the moment he arrives.
Is Drapo coming back too?
Yes, Germa. Now go back to your studies.
Again, that's Bomar, Boy Martian, and Girl Girl Martian. We like the obvious hero on Mars.
Oh, Kima.
Nanny.
Are you alone?
No.
Well,
Earthlings, Billy and Betty.
welcome to our home.
There's someone else, too. Come on in.
Lady Beaumont, I'm not accustomed to entering people's homes through the door, but you have no chimney.
Welcome, Santa Claus. We hope you'll make the children on Mars very happy.
I'll try, dear lady. I'll try. Where are they?
Well, we'll start with my youngsters. How are they, Momar?
The same. Quiet, remote, and very unhappy. They're inside studying.
Well, let old Santa say hello to them. And I'm sure these children would like to meet them.
I'll tell them you're here.
Y over 5 pi r squared to determine the correct orbit from Mars to Jupiter, traveling along vector A through the 17th quadrant at the power of 12 megatrons.
Father, we missed you.
I missed you too. Children, I brought some visitors from Earth. Will you come in, please, children? Billy and Betty, this is Bomar and Germa.
Hi. There's nothing in it. What are you giving me? My hand to shake.
I stink bombed it earlier.
How old are you? 10. I'm 10 too. And Grandma's 8. So is my sister.
We have another Earth person that wants to see you.
What's that?
They're laughing. Omar and Grandma, too.
They've never laughed before.
Come.
I can't believe it. That's the first time in months they've gone to sleep without the sleep spray.
Santa, tomorrow we'll set up a workshop for you. It won't be exactly the same as the one you have on Earth, but I'm sure it'll serve your purpose.
Good, good. Now, I'd like to get going and have the toy shop operating full blast so as I can return to Earth for Christmas. You know, Mrs. Claus is a very good-natured woman, but
Santa Claus, you will never return to Earth.
Oh,
Now you belong to Mars.
ho, ho, ho.
Me, Condor, hiding in a dirty cave like a speckled Mars worm. Oh, Kima will get this. I'll find a way.
That's easy. Let's get rid of the little fat friend in the red suit.
Oh, that's suicide. Santa Claus is on a constant guard. We couldn't get within 20 feet of him without being disintegrated. But I have other plans.
Someone's approaching the cave.
Oh! It's me, Jim! All right, cut off the nuclear curtain.
You remember Shim, don't you? Wait, no, we've never seen Shim before.
All right, Jim, enter. What'd you find out?
The toy shop is operating full blast. No one suspects me, so I sneaked down and took a good long look. It's nothing like the one on Earth. No one is sawing or hammering. Kimar has built a mechanized assembly line for the old man. Toys are rolling off by the second. This planet will be flooded with toys. You know, they got one little toy. It's the cutest thing. It's just a coiled spring. And it goes down steps all by itself.
And you too.
I
if you
was
own it
tempted
for
to
a low,
steal
low price
one.
of $19.95
I'd like to
plus
fool
tax.
around with the thing.
Toys! The decay is setting in. It's even affecting you. Soon all of Martians will be blithering idiots. Oh, we've no time to lose. We must go into action. Now, we cannot eliminate Santa Claus, but we can discredit him. Make him a laughingstock throughout Mars. Come on. Now, listen. Careful. The workshop closes at 10 o'clock. The guards will be at Kima's house, guarding Santa Claus. Now, this is what we'll do. See? You take the left road.
Hi, Billy. Everything okay?
Gee, Double, everything's great.
Behold the advanced laundry baskets of Mars.
Oh, Santa. Hundreds and thousands of letters from all over Mars.
Yours.
Two dolls.
2 dolls, yes, Betty.
Three baseball bats.
3 baseball bats. Look at me. Santa Claus, the great toy maker,
Pressing buttons. That's automation for you. Technology. Sleep. Well, that's enough for today, folks. Let's close up shut.
Well, we sure did a lot today. Boy, a lot of toys came off the line today, Santa.
Pretty nice, eh? Lady Momar made it for me.
Can I try it on Santa?
Don't be silly, Droppo. This would never fit you. Why, you have to fatten up first.
Look how skinny he is. Let's mock him.
Yes, well, there's another day gone, children. As they say on Earth, another day, another dollar.
Well, hello, Santa. How are you feeling today? Tired?
No, I'm not tired. But my finger is. It's been pressing buttons all day long. Well, I think I'll go in and put my finger to bed.
Here, children, here's your milk. You can play.
What a weird thing to say.
Have to go to bed.
Daddy, may we watch the Earth program?
Certainly, dear, but only for half an hour. Billy? Betty? Don't you want to watch the Earth program?
Oh, no, sir. We're not interested in Earth programs. I'm going to sleep. Good night. Me too.
Just a moment.
Good night, Mr. Kimar. Good night, Lady Momar.
Just a moment, children. Are you feeling well?
Oh, we feel fine, sir. Good night. Good night.
Has someone been mistreating you?
Oh, no, sir. You and Lady Momar have just been swell to us. Good night.
It's just that we came to Mars to indulge our bloodlust, and it's been so.
What could it be, Momar? They're behaving the way our children used to behave.
Can't you tell, Kimar? They're homesick. They miss their parents, their friends. Kimar, you've got to send those children back.
Impossible.
Impossible, you say?
So I looked it up. I was actually completely wrong about Clint Howard being in this for some reason.
I thought you had some like insider knowledge. I didn't, because I was like, is it?
I somehow mixed it up with an episode of the old Star Trek that he did where he was like this strange alien child. I don't know why or how though. I don't know how I mixed those two things up, but I was totally wrong about that.
It, but you know, I mean, I feel better now. I was like, but there is one famous person who kept coming up every time I did research on this. It was Gormar is apparently Pia Zadora. So every review I've read on this talked about how this was the first movie that Pia Zadora appeared in. Do you happen to know who that is?
No, I'm not familiar with him.
Okay, so apparently she was a singer in the 80s.
Oh, she. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and that's it. That's why the reviews kept talking about it. They were looking for something so bad. That is what they clung on to, was that this one girl became a woman who was then a musician in the 80s. That's it.
So who is she in this? Is she Betty or? Oh, okay. Okay. No, yeah, I guess there are no.
One other thing. So this is the first time Mrs. Santa Claus was filmed. So this is the first time she's appeared in a film. Mrs. Santa Claus. It was in this travesty.
They've kind of made her sort of be kind of like just like a stereotypical, you know, how old women were often treated in movies like this, really just loud and, you know, how Santa was.
Santa's always like, I don't know if Mrs. Claus will like that. I don't know if I can do that. Like she's
kind of like a nagging.
Go back and she's gonna beat him. It's like, Santa, where? Oh, dude. Do you need some help? I've got some phone numbers you could call if you need to sleep on my couch for a while. You can totally do that, dude. I am not going to shame you at all. Just blink twice if you need some help, man. I'm there for you.
He's like, oh, I'm going to get it with the rolling pin when I get home.
You know, it's like, oh, dude, no, that's not cool. No, not even back in the 60s. Not cool. blink twice if you need some help, Santa.
Like, Santa, what's with the black eye? He's like, I fell down the stairs.
I ran into a door. I'm staring at my feet. Dude.
Santa's clumsy in his old
Nobody
age.
believes that, Santa. Nobody believes that. We're here for you, dude. Totally. If you need to suck my couch, I got you, man. Let's see, what else did this movie have going for it? Some of the scenes at the very beginning where the airplanes were being refueled in midair. That was actually also used in Dr. Strangelove later. So first, and then they reused the scenes in a much, much better. It's still kind of terrible, but a much, much better terrible movie.
A more well-known one than this for sure.
Distinctive and well.
The Peter Sellers, right? Yeah. Peter Sellers.
Yeah. Tried to contain his bodily fluids from being contaminated. This movie's got that going for it. What else? The ray guns they're using were actually brand name ray guns that you could go to the store at that time and buy them off the shelf. And so any kid watching this back then would have gone, I can buy one of those right now. And they actually could have. And that's apparently all they did was make that popping noise.
Yeah, and then be immediately disappointed that they didn't freeze people.
So much like this was the rest of this movie, a crushing disappointment for any children.
Yeah, what a ripoff!
I'm getting a freeze ray, Mom, Dad, you let me down. Capitalism has failed. I'm going to go to the North Pole and fight bears.
I like it though. It's very silly, pretty light, Well, except for the part where Voldar tried to murder the children and Santa Claus, but other than that,
that was a bit grim. Yeah, I will say, that's a bit grim.
Now he's hatching all these plans in a cave with his two dim-witted henchmen.
After talking so much trash about the above-ground cities and Earth, he's like,
I
have to live in this cave. It's like, dude, did you want to live in a cave? I thought that was your whole shtick. It was like, true Martian lives in a hole in the ground like hobbits. They're all very disgruntled hobbits.
He's pulling a
hobbit, and they all have the shrimp heads under their helmet.
He's pulling a Saddam Hussein. He's like plotting his next attack underground before launching. Yeah, before coming out of his spider hole and wreaking havoc.
Weapons of mass destruction, which are apparently death rays that he doesn't have because he's afraid of it.
It would be funny though if
we have not seen any death rays. There's been no death rays, just the weird
just freeze rays. Yeah, it'd be funny if they drag him out of the hole at the end and he's got a huge beard and he's like look all disheveled and everything. And then they release him to the Martian people to do with him what they will.
Like a terrible zombie movie. I mean, I'd be down with it, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Probably not.
But hopefully, we've got I know there's at least one more terrible fight scene. At least one more.
It was pretty funny, but it looked like Voldar launched a low blow on his opponent. It looked like for a moment. I was like, man, I didn't expect that in this.
Yeah,
and then he's like
Star Trek style, like over the club things. Like, bam! Right in the kingdom's jewels, the crown jewels,
or whatever it is Martians have. I'm not really sure. Who knows? I mean, their anatomy might be so weird that you might have that might have been where their spinal column is situated, or or their gallbladder. It's hard to say.
No, right to the gallbladder.
All right, well let's check out the exciting conclusion to
of
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
I mean, he's got like 10 minutes left to bring out some conquering. All right, Sam.
It looks like he's getting conquered right now, but who knows?
He's got a kind of rough. He's been kidnapped. He's got the bad home life. Even the elves don't really give him any respect. So, he's got at least 10 minutes to conquer these Martians.
Will he do it? We shall see.
says I gotta fatten up. Molten milk. Chocolate cake. Banana split.
Poor Drabo's just gonna end up diabetic. He's gonna go into a coma any morning.
Well, we're gonna have to cut your foot off. This guy's grossing me out. His noises.
Oh! Now I'm Santa Claus! Ho, ho, ho!
Oh, no.
Ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! Ho, ho, ho!
He sounds like Mickey
My
Rooney.
finger isn't tired. I think I'll go down to the workshop and make some more toys. Ho, ho, ho! Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ho, ho,
Is that a dead elf?
They're harvesting it for organs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Isn't one of them named Shemp or something like that?
Hold the light. Hold the light.
Wise guy, eh?
This is gonna shake them up. These toys will never be the same again.
I was standing in front of the control panel and Rainbow Wrench in front of it.
Someone's coming. Quick, down.
I think we know where this is going.
What a break. It's Santa Claus. Oh, he's alone. No guards. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is.
Now stay put, my fat little friend.
Hey, Santa, how do you like this toy?
My friend asked you a question. Answer him. It's quiet, Jim. Put on a nuclear curtain.
Nuclear curtain?
Tomorrow marks the end of Operation Santa Claus. And Mars returns to normal.
Droppo! Droppo, you rascal, where are you? Droppo! Oh. Children, breakfast is ready.
Good morning, dear.
Kima, I can't find Droppo. His bed hasn't been slept in.
What's he up to now? Good morning. Good morning, Lady Momar. Oh, my extra suit. The one you made for me is missing. I'm sure I brought it home from the toy shop last night.
That's two things that are missing, your suit and Droppo.
What? Oh. That explains it. When you find my missing suit, you'll find Droppo inside it. He's out someplace playing Santa Claus.
I'll take care of him.
Oh, no. Now let him have his fun. He's probably at the toy shop making toys. He loves it.
Children, will you please hurry? Breakfast is ready.
Yes. If you don't hurry, your breakfast will get cold. Droppo, we're here.
He's hiding, Santa.
Oh, playing hide and seek, eh? All right, Droppo. Here we come.
That's funny. Oh, well, he'll turn up. Let's get started. Hey, all right. Ready? Okay. Let's go.
One teddy bear and one doll.
One teddy bear and one doll.
Santa, stop the machine! Look! The doll has a teddy bear's head, and the teddy bear has a doll's head.
Hideous abominations
I
of
can't
nature.
understand it. Well, let's try it again. What's next, Betty?
It's like something that Sid from Toy Story would create.
Baseball, tennis. This'll never do. The machine isn't working right. Oh, dear. What else, Betty?
A toy train.
A toy train. Well, all right, yes.
Look, it's that.
Why, this doesn't make sense. This never happened when we made toys by hand. Something very strange is happening here. Boomer, I think you'd better call your father.
Because I don't have a degree in electronics.
Father! Father, this is Bomar.
Yes, Beaumont?
Father, we're in the toy shop. Joppo isn't here, and there's something wrong with the toy machine, too.
I'll be right over.
It's time to go. Shim, wake up!
I still think you're making a mistake. It's too dangerous walking right into the enemy camp.
Kimar or his men wouldn't dare lay a finger on us. That's why we're keeping Santa Claus a hostage. Now, if we're not back in 3 hours, you know what to do. All right, Shim. Open the nuclear curtain.
Just a word of warning. If you got any big ideas, forget them. If you walk through that nuclear curtain, you'll be disintegrated like that.
Sabotage. Somebody switched all the wiring. Joppo's gone, your suit is missing, and now this machine's been sabotaged. Put them all together, it spells Voldar.
He was here, and he thought Droppo was me.
He's got Droppo, and I'm going to find him.
Poor Droppo.
Surprised to see us?
You're under arrest, Voldar.
Stop playing with toys. Put it away, Kimar. We have a weapon that's much more potent than that. As you may know, we are holding Santa Claus a hostage. One false move, and your little ho-ho-ho man will be destroyed.
All right, what do you want, Voldar?
These are our terms.
Did you just say a ho man?
Yeah.
First,
yes, he did.
destroy the toy machine. Second, we will release Santa Claus if you promise to send him and the Earthlings back to their planet. Third, no more joy through toys nonsense on Mars.
Well, you win. Are you sure you have Santa Claus?
You know we have him.
You mean you had him?
How did he get out of the cave?
Shim, that idiot!
And how did he get here so fast?
Santa Claus has powers that you don't know about. All right, arms up.
Powers beyond your
Rigna,
comprehension.
Hargo, Lomas, report.
He works in mysterious ways.
Hargo and Lomas are with me. Good. I've got Voldar and Stovo. I'll keep them here in the storeroom of the toy shop. Rigna, you come here and take them off my hands. I want Hargo and Lomas to look for a man named Shim. Tell them to search the caves along the Transverse Canal.
Right, Kimon.
All right, you two. In there.
Is he tap
You might
dancing?
as well relax. You're going to be here for a while. Sit down.
What is he, Shirley Temple?
Escape
Yeah, I don't know. That was not a very good plan.
A bit of a strategic error there.
I think I'm going back to my original theory that Martians are actually dumb as hell.
Can't you say anything else but ho, ho, ho? Ho, ho, ho! If you're thinking of leaving, Santa, let me remind you, once you hit that nuclear curtain, there won't even be a whisker left. Ho, ho, ho!
How did he know to swatch the light bulbs from left to right?
What are you going to do with us? You're going to stand trial before the council. I don't think you'll be causing any more trouble.
Oh, man.
Well, now, I think that should do it, Billy boy. Close the door, son. Now, I think we need a little red paint, and you'll find it in the storeroom.
Sure, Santa.
Yes, that's a good boy.
This time I'll take care of Santa Claus for good and smash that machine.
Santa! Santa! Waldo and another man are in the storeroom and they're coming to get you.
Oh, they are they? Yeah. Well, maybe they'd like to have some fun with our toys, and we'll see that they do. Won't we, kids?
Oh, we meet again, eh?
I don't know how you escaped Shim, but you won't escape me. You're through.
Goldar, why don't you, relax?
Because this is the first time Santa's had a gun pointed at him.
Permanently.
Now Goldor's descent into madness.
They're just beating the hell out of him with toys.
While the only supervising adult laughs. Get him, children.
Aim for the groin now, children.
The formality, the hilariousness. I can't take it.
You! Look, you're not here. You're in there. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm not here. I'm in there. Wait a minute. I'm going to see who Bulldog's fighting in there. I don't know what's going on in there, but I'm going to take care of you myself. Now, just a minute. I'd like to talk to you. Oh, boy, Chief. Am I glad to see you.
All right, inside, Stoble.
All right, kids, you can stop now. I said ceasefire.
His descent into madness.
All right, Rigna, take them away. They've had a rough day.
I had so much fun.
Ho, 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 everybody! Merry Christmas!
You don't need me here, Kima. You've got a wonderful Santa Claus of your own.
Ho, ho, ho!
Goodbye, Billy.
Bye.
Goodbye, Betty, dear. You take care of yourself.
Bye. I've got something for you, Billy.
Gee, thanks. Goodbye.
It's a rainbow.
Bye. Gee, we had
Don't
fun.
shoot yourself in the eye,
We're
kid.
going to miss you. Do you think we'll ever meet again?
And if
I'm
you
sure
use
you
it, you
will,
will go
children.
sterile.
Thank you, Santa, for bringing happiness to the children of Mars.
And the Christmas spirit to all of us.
Sir,
Capitalism.
from the bottom of my heart, I wish you and yours the very best of everything.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! Truffle Claus is here! Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Oh, you cannot wait.
Oh, yes! No pillows! Look, kids! No pillows!
My organs!
Now, if we
actually
hurry,
really painful.
we can get back in time for Christmas Eve. Shall we get going? Goodbye, dear friends. Away! Merry Christmas, everyone! Away!
Don't they need like a spaceship? There you go.
What a journey. Woo.
Wasn't that a magical journey we all went on for the last 80 minutes?
That was an experience, that's for sure. I don't even really know what to say.
Just again, to recap again, for anybody pass out halfway through the middle or their brain is shut down. Okay, so depressed Martian children, parents take the advice of creepy old man who lives in a canyon, kidnap Santa Claus, fails to use robot to kidnap Santa Claus, just sort of walks out the door with Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay, so takes him
He
to
came
Mars,
willingly.
creates a mechanized device for making toys, which kind of makes actually having Santa Claus present superfluous. I mean,
Yeah.
he was there to press a button.
Yeah.
Martian revolts. Fake Santa. Real Santa fights the revolutionaries using toys. He gives up due to being shot with glitter.
Yeah.
Okay, and fake Santa becomes the new real Santa, and everybody goes back to Earth.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Yeah. I think Voldar was kind of overwhelmed by just being struck repeatedly with toys, and then also the haunting laugh of Father Christmas was just too much for his mind to take.
Switching back to him, Santa's just like,
Yeah. Santa Claus's psychic assault. I feel like it was just he was draining his sanity with he was being pelted with toys, and then just the haunting laugh of Santa was too much.
Give me your despair so that I might grow stronger. I am Santa Claus.
Yeah, maybe Santa just feeds on all like emotions, He just generally it's joy, but he definitely was relishing in his fear, that's for sure.
Anytime he said anything, like there's that pause while he's waiting for somebody to laugh, and it's just like, oh, dude, that was a really bad dad joke. Nobody's laughing.
He mostly laughs at his own jokes, really, Everyone's just like, okay, Santa, all right.
The only time they really laughed with him is when he just started laughing, and then laughing, and then laughing. And then eventually everyone was like, oh crap, we're supposed to be laughing.
Yeah. It's strange. Santa Claus is a strange, being. Yeah, I mean that movie, man. That was something. It probably could have benefited from a little Clint Howard being in it,
could have benefited from a lot of things being in it, like a plot.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a movie. I know this is all topsoil. I mean, there's not a lot of depth to this, but I do feel like there was kind of an anti what is it? Automation, kind of thing. Even though it was just kind of like minor, but Santa even said something about it. He was just like, I forget what he said. Something about like, oh, automation.
Back at my place, everything I just have to push a button now.
Yeah, yeah.
And Voldemort.
You say Voldemort?
He kind of did have a few points. I mean, he was like,
yeah,
it shouldn't really be about the stuff and all that. And like, well, I mean, I can't argue against that, dude. I can't argue against like kidnapping people and trapping them behind a nuclear curtain. I mean, that's far.
that too, and also, I mean, he did kind of want the children to not really have a childhood at all. He kind of wanted them to just be, basically still living that like utilitarian lifestyle. So, but I do see. I mean, but parts of it, yeah, I do. I mean, I see what he's getting at. He doesn't want it to be, doesn't want it to turn into a capitalist nightmare.
We just have to find that middle ground. So we don't need to be living in a cave, hating everything. We just need to not be. I need stuff to make me happy. Just that middle ground.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And that's fine.
I wonder what's gonna become of him now. I wonder if like he's gonna be executed or sent to Martian prison.
Voldar's return.
Yeah, they should have done a sequel.
Oh no, wait! In the sequel, he'd be wearing the Santa suit.
Yeah.
That he skinned off of Droppo.
Yes. Yes. I love it. Yes, so he'd be wearing. He would be wearing like the face of him with like the beard stapled to it, like just stapled to it, the flesh mask. Oh man, we need to get get working on this, writing this.
A little bit of this movie, maybe a little bit of Home Alone. Add in some.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We get some Leslie Nielsen kind of elements. I think we might have something for the sequel. I mean, this movie can't be saved, but we can definitely make the sequel rock.
Right. I think that would be a great idea. I think it would definitely benefit from a sequel. Now with a robot versus bear fight scene.
Oh, I mean, the Revenge of the Bear. Oh, he comes in riding on the bear. Wait, no. He comes in riding on the robot. They left the robot behind. Maybe the bear defects to Mars.
Yeah.
There we go. But the robot left behind in the factory is now also dressed up like Santa Claus. He's got the whole beard tacked on and he's got the hat. He's
like, maybe he's taken over since Santa was gone.
I'm coming back for you, Bear, to reclaim my homeland. Although we didn't really talk. I guess he would communicate with like Morse code with his one blinking light.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how long think of it this way for a sequel. Like, how long would it take to get from Mars to Earth? I mean, like, I guess it doesn't really matter science-wise because they throw that out the window. So, but you could have it to where like the children have aged. We had 2 years. Okay, so 2 years. That's not that long between, But I was gonna say maybe something happened. It took them like the ship gets knocked off course and they finally return to Earth and like everything's changed so much because Santa had been gone.
Left the robot behind. It's like Planet of the Robots, except the robot thinks it's Santa Claus and wants everybody to be jolly. Except you can't tell anybody that because it did have a mouth, but it didn't talk. But it can only communicate with its one blinking eye.
Yeah.
Be jolly.
Yeah, and they can flash back and forth between like what's going on Earth to what's going on Mars, and
With Santa gone, the elves rebel using the
or the grandchildren. I like that.
Martians. Or the grandchildren.
Yeah, I think that could work too.
Elf hybrids, so they only have like one antenna.
Oh man, that's interesting.
Shrimp head.
Yeah, here are the things. Here are the main things I want to see in the sequel. It doesn't matter how, but I want to see Voldar wearing the Santa skin mask. I want to see the bear and the robot fight, and I want to see Martians with a gross little shrimp tail on their head. Yeah, those are the three things that I really want to, I really don't want cut from the script.
I can live with
that. Yeah. So yeah, that was I don't know, that was an experience, definitely a shared cinematic experience for us all.
It has at least I think it might be the second worst Christmas movie. The worst being The Devil versus Santa Claus.
Oh, I have not seen that.
It's really bad. I'll send you a link to it later, but it's bad. It's so bad. It doesn't have Chomar, but it does have Merlin the Wizard.
Oh my God. Is it public domain as well?
It is.
We should have done a double feature. Oh man.
We can do that later this month or something. Yeah, but we can.
Yeah, that's true. We could do that.
But
yeah, I think we should.
I will send you a link to that so that you can be forced to experience it the way I did.
Yes. Yes. One more.
Robot versus Bear and the Martians with the helmet. Yeah. Those are two things we definitely have to have. Those are
absolutely
going to have to be locked down into the script. Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like, not like name brand actors, but at least like B or C grade actors. Maybe like maybe Tom Cruise at his actual height.
He could be one of the elves.
Or at least Droppo. The skinned Droppo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who also comes back to get his skin back.
Yeah, because I think they should say something in there about how like Martians. Yeah, maybe we should try to get Clint Howard.
You know that movie you weren't in and nobody ever talked to you about? Would you like to do the sequel?
I think he would. Yeah, he'd be like, "Hey, can you pay for my gas money?" Would be like, "Yeah, I guess so." He'd be like, "All right, I'm in."
Like a gas card and some pizza. I think there's like a
beer
left in the fridge. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he'd be down for it.
So next show that we're definitely doing is going to be on Saturday, February 26, with Night of the Living Dead. So we're going to reprise that because the show we did last year, the first show, is largely unwatchable. So this time,
it'll be
like barely passable. I think we can do it this time. So
I think so too. I think we've come a long way in a year. In almost a year. We're kind of trying to get our sea legs, and I think that things have definitely improved. I love your intros; they're so good.
Terrible things I did during undergrad, which did
I love it.
Job.
It was so good though. And maybe we should. I don't know if you want. I'm totally down if you have the time this month. If we want to do another one, do Santa Claus versus Satan. I don't know. Maybe
we totally should do that. It is bad. It's the intro, the Santa talking bit. That's from that movie.
Oh, so okay, all right. I was wondering because I didn't see it since that wasn't in this one. I thought maybe it was in this, and I just
double up on it. I've got skills, yo.
Yeah, I love it. So
we'll take a look at our schedule this month. Maybe we could do that one. If nothing else,
I'll
force you to watch it. Come back on February 26th. I'll be doing that virtually, and I'm
our anniversary show
live. So that should be cool.
Yeah, it'll be our anniversary show. I'm excited. That'll be fun.
It should be cool. I've been reading a bunch of books on zombies that are like nonfiction about zombies, which is cool.
Yeah. I don't know. That is exciting. It's hard to believe that we've been doing this for almost a year already. It's been a lot of fun. Like there's never been a time that I've done it where I was like, I mean, there's things that happened like with, things not recording right and stuff like that like, really couldn't be avoided. But other than that, like there's never been a time where I've been like, oh, I gotta, we're doing this show. No, it's always fun.
Like a Condor man and watch movies.
Like someone's twisting my arm, No, it's fun and I don't even care even if it was just me and you doing it and no one else was even. I would still love to do. It's just fun.
But thank you to the two people who did join us to stick through this.
Yeah, you're too kind.
Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Condor and
Yes.
Petrifying Picture Show. Join us.
Yeah, And this will be up on YouTube later, right?
Ideally, once I hit stop, yes.
Yes.
Find out at
Okay.
that point. I mean, we might have just been shouting into the void. We will find
Yeah,
out.
that happens sometimes.
It happens frequently.
But it's therapeutic. It's good to shout into the void every now and then.
Yeah. I say hi to the void. Hi, void.
Yeah.
And,
Hello, void.
Hello,
Good to see you
everyone
again.
out there. And have a happy, merry, whatever you do or don't believe in.
Yes. Happy, merry, great holiday times. Thank you, Jeff. And Rita, is Rita still there?
I'm not dying for another year. I will try again next year. Amazon has failed me.
Surprise, surprise.
Wait. Oh, all right. Final thing. Say a thing. You need to say a thing.
God, I'm so bad about this.
Do it. Do the thing.
I think that this is a good time of the year to reflect on everything that's happened, with space. And, it can be an overwhelming thing to think about space because it's all around us. And if you try to go up there, if you try to live, you're going to die. I mean, I'm talking to you, Elon Musk. That's what's going to happen. You're going to go up there and you're going to think that you're going to be, hey, I'm the king of Mars. But no, you're going to be crapping in a bag. Yeah. You're going to be living underground at best, and you're going to be crapping in a bag, and you got to eat toothpaste, and you're never going to be able to come back to Earth to see your child, 12-9 asterisk, whatever its name is. I don't know. But you're going to die in space, and that's the card you were dealt. And that's what happens. That's what happens.
And with those words of wisdom, we will see you all next time. Good night, all.
Adios.